Okay, I didn't feel like recording this earlier, but now let me try. Hello everyone, it's Navi, and today I'm going to be talking about the Bam Bam thing. Last night I posted a poll to see if you guys wanted me to make a video about the situation because I wasn't sure if I was making a big deal of this or not because it felt nasty, but there was a little voice warning me that maybe I was just being dramatic. But so many of you didn't even know what I was talking about, so I figured that I might as well cover it to at least share my feelings and then see how you guys feel about it too. So this Bam Bam thing happened way back in February, and I have no idea why this is barely blowing up now, but you know what? The internet does what it does. This all happened in the 6th episode of Bam House, where Bam Bam and guest YouTuber Pungja were talking about him being a fan of Taeyeon since 2010. He also brought up that he's a fan of 2 idols lately, them being aespa's Winter and NewJeans Haerin. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. Anyways, that itself isn't an issue, but then Bam Bam suggests that he and Pungja should play Ideal Type World Cup. After Pungja takes her turn, he's asked to choose between 2 idols to see who is closer to his ideal type. First, he picks Nayeon over Haein, then Haerin over Nayeon. Now, this is an issue because Haerin is 16 years old, aka a minor, aka a child. Then he says, but she's too young right now. After realizing how odd that sounded, he tries to backtrack saying that's dangerous and starts laughing. I looked around to see if anyone else saw why this was creepy or if I was just being crazy. And as much as there are people who see the issue, there is an overwhelming amount of stans who think people are over-exaggerating. Some people think this may be an issue where people are missing context and promise that things are lost in translation. One Reddit user explained that they think this is just a game of telephone where a lot of things get lost when fans rely on subtitles and then jump to conclusions. They think it seems a lot less creepy and excuse the panic where he says this is dangerous by saying that he is simply worried that this will be taken out of context or be misunderstood the way it is being understood now. He only wanted to clarify and didn't mean it in a serious way, but as a fan. And you know, if I read that alone, I'd be convinced because as an international stan who doesn't speak Korean, I thought, yeah, maybe I could have missed those things. But after watching the video again, I just feel gross because it's obvious that he's clearly talking about his ideal types as in who he's attracted to and not in just a fan way. When he picks Nayeon over Haein, it's because he sees Haein as a sister and could never see her like that. Then when it's Nayeon versus Haerin, he comfortably chooses Haerin but soon realizes his mistake, like he exposed himself and tries to backtrack. She's too young right now, he says, but that doesn't really make it any better. Oh, it's dangerous to say that. Yeah, it's only dangerous because you decided to say it in the first place. He didn't need to choose Haerin and he could have easily chosen Nayeon. No harm, it would have been weird that she was an option, but at least she wasn't chosen because again, she's a minor and that would have been weird, right? But no, this man comfortably admits that a minor is his ideal type, then jokingly says that's dangerous. He gets an opportunity to fix his mistake in the next round and chooses Pungja over Haerin. After that, he considers the type of long-term relationship he and his ideal type would be like, further showing that though the situation is hypothetical and comical, he is both considering it romantically and from a fan's point of view. I know Pungja tries to dig him out of the hole by saying it's okay, you can like someone as a fan, but it doesn't really help when she says I chose this celebrity, but it's not like I'll do something with him, because it's implying that if she had the chance to and he was interested, she would. Kind of like if you had a chance to date your favorite idols, you would. It enforced the assumption that if Bam Bam had the chance to, and if men dating minors wasn't heavily looked down upon in today's society, he would. And that's the issue that is just flying over most of his fans' heads. I'm not saying, wee woo, alert, we have a pervert. I'm just saying that this is definitely weird and needs to be addressed because it's not okay. If we let him say this, it's showing other men or just people in general that it's normal to find minors attractive and that they can get away with it. I'm just thinking about how Bam Bam is 25 and is almost a decade older than Haerin. I am turning 21 in July and I'm 5 years older than her, and I could never see her like that. I saw a clip of Haerin earlier and I thought, oh yeah, she is cute, but not in that way. That's little sister. That's dongsang, if you will, but never my ideal type. Sorry to take this time as another no minors in K-pop PSA, but yeah. Here it is. This is the second time I've personally seen Haerin being talked about this way when she shouldn't be. Just the other day, I saw netizens talking about how she had their ideal body type and were focusing on her waist even though she's a developing child. Just imagine how many other times she's being talked about inappropriately. This is the type of shit fully grown adult idols have to deal with constantly, and it makes it that much worse because no one should have to deal with that, especially not a minor. Stans say, you'll love to blame NewJeans whenever something happens to them, but I think you just like to to ignore the issue at this point and pretend like it doesn't exist. But it does. Minors are infamously taken advantage of in the entertainment industry and are sexualized by the public at every given opportunity. We are not blaming NewJeans. We are using them as yet another example on the already long list of reasons as to why the industry should stop debuting minors. So many of you forget that there could be two parts of this conversation. One, where we address and criticize the person who is wrong, and two, acknowledge the ways to prevent this. But not enough people care enough to admit that there's something wrong and choose to dismiss it, so this cycle continues on. Anyways, that's all I have for today. What did you think about the situation? Did you think Bam Bam was all in the wrong? Let me know in the comments down below. Before I go, I just want to remind everyone to follow me on Instagram at nabi_core and to join my Discord server. The link is in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stream 0. Coca-Cola 맛있다. Coca-Cola 맛있다. See you looking catch it. Here's your cola. See you catching or here's your cola.